The year is 2026, and one of the most legendary off-road icons has returned to the spotlight in a completely new form. The UAZ 469, a name that has echoed across decades of rugged terrains, war zones, and wilderness adventures, is making a dramatic comeback. Known historically as a no-nonsense, utilitarian machine built for soldiers, explorers, and anyone who dared to push beyond the boundaries of paved roads, the 469 now arrives in a version that blends its old-school toughness with a surprising layer of modern engineering. In today's world of polished SUVs and crossovers that rarely leave the asphalt, the UAZ 469 stands as a reminder of what a true off-road workhorse is meant to be. Yet this isn't simply a nostalgia act. This is a reimagined 469, built to face 2026 head-on, both in technology and capability, while refusing to abandon its raw, adventurous spirit. When enthusiasts hear the name UAZ 469, the first thing that comes to mind is simplicity and ruggedness. This was the vehicle that didn't care about comfort or luxury, it cared about getting you from one end of a mountain pass to the other, through mud, snow, rivers, and deserts. It was the kind of machine you could fix with a hammer and some wire, the kind of vehicle that wouldn't win beauty contests but would save your life when everything else gave up. The 2026 version embraces this DNA while recognizing that the modern driver expects more. And so, the engineers at UAZ faced the challenge: how do you modernize a legend without destroying what made it great? From the very first glance, the 2026 UAZ 469 strikes a balance between heritage and innovation. The body design still wears that boxy, almost military profile, with flat fenders, upright pillars, and a squared-off stance that screams utility. But look closer, and you'll see refinements. The sheet metal has been sculpted with more precision, the panel gaps tighter, and subtle aerodynamic touches reduce drag while maintaining the upright character. LED headlights replace the old sealed beams, yet they're housed in circular frames that pay tribute to the original's face. The grille is still simple and functional, a wide slot with rugged mesh, but now it integrates active shutters to improve cooling and efficiency. The overall impression is that of a vehicle that honors its past while being undeniably 21st century. Step inside, and the transformation becomes even clearer. The interior is no longer the Spartan, bare metal environment of the old days. Instead, the cabin has been designed with durability and comfort in mind. The dashboard remains upright and practical, but it now features a fully digital instrument cluster that can switch between classic analog-style dials and modern navigation displays. The center console houses a 12-inch infotainment system with off-road mapping, wireless smartphone integration, and even satellite communication options for remote expeditions. Yet despite this technological leap, UAZ kept the materials tough. Surfaces are finished in scratch-resistant plastics, rubberized panels, and washable upholstery. You can still hose down the interior after a muddy trek, but now you can also enjoy heated seats, climate control, and a surprisingly refined driving position. It's ruggedness for a new generation. The seats themselves are worth mentioning. Designed with long-distance durability in mind, they feature deep bolsters and multi-layer foam for support during bumpy rides. In higher trims, you'll find genuine leather mixed with weatherproof fabrics, creating a blend of luxury and practicality. Rear passengers benefit from increased legroom, something the old 469 never prioritized. Cargo space has been optimized with flat folding seats and hidden compartments for tools, recovery gear, or even survival equipment. The idea is simple: The new 469 is ready for family camping trips, professional expeditions, or military applications all in one vehicle. But let's be clear. No matter how modern the cabin feels, the true soul of the UAZ 469 lives under the hood and beneath the chassis. This is where the magic happens. In 2026, UAZ offers the 469 with multiple powertrain options, catering to different markets and needs. The base engine is a 2.4-litre turbocharged gasoline four-cylinder producing around 220 horsepower and 320 Nm of torque, tuned for reliability rather than speed. A 3.0-litre turbo diesel is also available, delivering 260 horsepower and an impressive 500 Nm of torque, perfect for towing and heavy-duty off-road work. But perhaps the most surprising addition is a hybrid powertrain, pairing a smaller turbo engine with an electric motor for instant torque and improved efficiency. This hybrid setup provides nearly 300 horsepower and allows short all-electric drives in silence, which is not only eco-friendly but also useful in tactical or hunting situations where noise must be minimized. The drivetrain is as robust as ever. A full-time four-wheel drive system is standard, with locking front and rear differentials, a 2-speed transfer case, and optional portal axles for extreme ground clearance. Ground clearance itself stands at 11 inches in standard trim, with the ability to rise to 14 inches thanks to an adaptive suspension system. Approach and departure angles rival the best in the industry, ensuring that the UAZ can climb rocks, descend steep inclines, and ford rivers without hesitation. The chassis is a ladder frame construction, strengthened with high-tensile steel and corrosion-resistant coatings, guaranteeing durability in the harshest climates. Driving dynamics have also evolved. While the old 469 was known for being rough and bouncy on pavement, the 2026 model uses advanced suspension geometry with independent front suspension and coil springs that tame the ride without sacrificing toughness. On the road, it feels more composed, with precise steering and improved braking, thanks to ventilated disc brakes on all four corners. Off-road, however, is where it truly shines. Modes like rock crawl, mud sand, snow, and Baja Desert adjust throttle response, differential behavior, and suspension damping, giving the driver confidence in every environment. It's still a beast, but now it's a beast with brains. Technology plays a key role in this evolution. The new UAZ 469 features a suite of driver assist systems, but all tuned for off-road use. Hill descent control, off-road cruise control, 360-degree cameras with underbody views, and drone-assisted navigation are available. Yes, you heard that right, UAZ offers an optional drone that can launch from the roof rack, scout the trail ahead, and relay the video back to the dashboard display. For explorers venturing into unknown terrain, this is nothing short of revolutionary. Safety hasn't been ignored either, with multiple airbags, stability systems, and reinforced crash protection that elevate the 469 far beyond its utilitarian origins. Performance numbers, while secondary to ruggedness, are still impressive. The gasoline version can sprint from 0 to 60 in under 9 seconds, the diesel in about 10, and the hybrid in just 7. Towing capacity exceeds 7,000 pounds, while payload capacity sits at around 2,000 pounds, numbers that put it in direct competition with serious off-road SUVs and even some trucks. Fuel efficiency has also been improved, with the hybrid capable of over 30 miles per gallon equivalent, while the diesel manages strong efficiency in long-haul conditions. For a vehicle with this much capability, those numbers are a pleasant surprise. But beyond the specs, what truly matters is the experience. Driving the 2026 UAZ 469 is not about showing off in the city or pulling up to a luxury hotel. It's about waking up before dawn, loading your gear, and heading into the wilderness with absolute confidence. It's about knowing that when the pavement ends, your journey is only beginning. The steering feels direct, the throttle responsive, and the suspension communicates with the driver. There's a raw, mechanical connection here, something that modern SUVs often filter out in the name of refinement. UAZ has found a way to preserve that connection while still making the vehicle livable day to day. The exterior design also allows for serious customization. Buyers can opt for military-inspired paint schemes, roof racks, snorkels, winches, steel bumpers, and even armor protection. Adventure packages include rooftop tent, auxiliary fuel tanks, solar charging panels, and advanced navigation gear. For those who want a more urban-oriented look, UAZ offers alloy wheels, chrome accents, and luxury paint finishes. It's a machine that can be tailored to your mission, whether that's crossing deserts or simply commuting with confidence in a snowstorm. And speaking of missions, the UAZ 469 has always been a symbol of resilience and versatility. In 2026, it continues that tradition. Militaries are eyeing the new version for patrol and transport duties. Rescue organizations see it as an ideal tool for disaster zones. Overlanding communities are embracing it as a new benchmark for capability. Even everyday drivers who simply want something different, a vehicle that doesn't blend into the sea of SUVs, are finding the 469 appealing. It's not just a car. It's a statement. Price-wise, UAZ has kept things competitive. The base model starts at around $35,000, making it significantly more affordable than some Western off-road icons. Higher trims with diesel or hybrid powertrains climb into the $45,000 to $55,000 range, while fully equipped expedition versions can approach $70,000. Still, compared to luxury branded rivals, the 469 delivers immense value, especially given its unmatched ruggedness. In the end, the 2026 UAZ 469 is more than a revival. It's a redefinition of what a utility vehicle can be in the modern era. It stays true to its roots of toughness, simplicity, and go-anywhere ability, while adding the technology, comfort, and safety that today's world demands. It doesn't try to be something it's not. It's not a soft crossover pretending to be tough. It's not a luxury SUV with off-road settings that will never be used. It is exactly what it claims to be, a capable, durable, and dependable off-road machine, reborn for a new generation. For those who grew up hearing stories about the original UAZ, this new model will feel like meeting an old friend who's grown wiser and stronger with age. For those discovering the 469 for the first time, it will feel like an awakening, a reminder that driving can still be about adventure, challenge, and freedom. The 2026 UAZ 469 isn't just a vehicle, it's an invitation. An invitation to leave the ordinary behind, to take the path less traveled, and to rediscover the world in its raw, untamed beauty. So as we stand here in 2026, surrounded by vehicles that blur the lines between car and computer, it's refreshing to see a machine that refuses to forget its purpose. The UAZ 469 has returned, not just to compete, but to remind us of something vital, that sometimes, the greatest luxury of all is the ability to go anywhere, do anything, and rely on your machine to stand by you through it all. That is the spirit of the 469, and that is why its rebirth matters more than ever.